Hello everyone, my name is Riya from class 11. So today I am going to explain about the RHODOPHYCEAE and the introduction of the BRYOPHYTES. So starting with the RHODOPHYCEAE belongs to the division Rhodophyta, which is one of the oldest groups of the eukaryotic algae found on earth. The members of the Rhodophyca are commonly called as red algae because of the predominance of the red pigment are phycoerythrin in their body. The name Rhodophyta is taken from the Greek language where rhodo in ancient Greek resembles a rose and phyton resembles plant. Red algae mostly inhabit marine ecosystems, but some forms are also found in the freshwater and brackish water bodies. Majority of the algae are marine with greater concentrations found in the warmer areas. They occur in both well-lighted regions close to the surface of the water and also at great depths in ocean where relatively little light penetrates. The red thalli of most of the red algae are multicellular. Some have very complex body organization. The food is stored as a fluoride starch, which is very similar to the structure of amylopectin and glycogen. They usually reproduce vegetatively by fragmentation, asexually by non-motile spores, and sexually by non-motile gametes. Sexual reproduction is oogamous and accompanied by complex post-fertilization developments. The common members are Polycyphonia, Porphyra, Glaciaria, and Gelidium. So this is the diagram of the Porphyra and Polycyphonia. So the common name of the rhodophyte is red algae. Major pigments present in the rhodophyte are the chlorophyll A, D, phycoerythrin, and the stored food is in the form of the fluoridine starch. Cell wall is made up of cellulose, pectin, and polysulfate esters. Flagella number and position of insertions are absent. Habitat is some live in fresh water, brackish water, and most of them are found in the salt water. So that was all about the rhodophyceae. Now coming to the next topic, the introduction of the bryophytes. So the term bryophytes originates from the word bryon meaning mosses and phyton meaning plants. The bryophytes are called the amphibians of the plant kingdom because they are terrestrial plants but require water to complete their life cycle at the time of the sexual reproduction. Now the habitat of the bryophytes. So bryophytes thrive in a wide variety of habitats, range of elevations, temperature and moistures. They can be seen growing in shady and damp environments in extreme and diverse habitat. So it can grow where vascularized plants cannot, as it does not depend on roots for the uptake of the nutrients from the soil. Some of the bryophytes remarkably tolerate lengthy periods of the freezing and dry conditions, and when the moisture returns, the process of the photosynthesis resumes. Several bryophytes thrive on persistent remain of its own growth or on soil and on decomposing or living matter of other plants. A few grow in bare surface of rock and some are aquatic in nature. The chief requirement to grow seems to be comparatively stable substratum to attach a medium that retains moisture for longer periods, appropriate temperature with sunlight, humid ambience would be lush for it to thrive. The plant body of the bryophytes is more differentiated than that of algae. They have leaf-like, root-like, and stem-like parts and have thallus-like structures which may be either prostrate or erect. They are attached to a substratum by root-like structures called rhizoids. Even though they lack true roots, shoots, and leaves, bryophytes are still more evolved than algae. This is because of the presence of the root, shoot, and leaf-like structures which are present in majority of algae. As it produces gametes, it is called as gametophyte. The sex organs are multicellular. The male sex organ is called as antheridium and the female sex organ is called as archegonium. The antherozoids are released into the water where they come in contact with the archegonium. So, an antherozoid fuses with the egg to produce the zygote. They produce a multicellular body called a sporophyte. These spores germinate to produce gametes. So, bryophytes in general are of little economic importance, but some provide food for the herbaceous mammals, birds, and other animals. Species of the sphagnum, a moss which provide the peat that have been long been used as fuel and as a packaging material for the transshipment of living material because of their capacity to hold water. So mosses along with the lichens are the first organisms to colonize rocks and hence are of a great ecological importance. They decompose rocks, making the substrate suitable for the growth of the higher plants. Since mosses form dense mats on the soil, they reduce the impact of the falling rain and prevent soil erosion. So bryophytes is divided into two parts, that is the liverworts and mosses. And here is the diagram of the liverworts. In the liverworts, it's the diagram of the marchantia, whereas the first one is the female thallus and second one is the male thallus. The third diagram is Fanaria and the fourth diagram is of the sphagnum gametophyte. So this was all about the bryophytes. Thank you.